Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
I would like to ask a question regarding to the issue of child marriage. So the first question will be, does child marriage is supposed to be permissible by Islam, and if it is permissible, why?
Is it permissible or not in Islam, child marriage? I think that if you look at the divine sources, Quran, there is no such thing of minimum age or maximum age that you have to get married, right, in Islam. In the Sunnah of the Prophet, yani the practice of the Prophet himself, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, in which he married Aisha, right, at the very young age. Actually, there are various opinions in terms of Aisha's age, right? Some would say 9, others 6, other I think that 12 ke 11, right? But then I think that does not matter lah, okay? But the most important thing that Aisha was married at the very young age. And in the same note about the Prophet's marriage to Aisha, I think that there are two issues as well. And married at the very young age. Number 2, consummation of the marriage, right? So it was mentioned that later in a sunnah that the consummation was of the marriage took place after Aisha baligh, right? Baligh. At what age she became baligh? Not sure. I'm not sure. Okay, having said that, whether it is permissible or not, by looking at the Sunnah of the Prophet, I think it's permissible. It's if you want to say, if you don't want to say permissible, it's also right. You can say it's fine for your daughter, to allow your daughter to get married at a very young age. In my opinion, the most important thing is that the child or the daughter here must have sense of responsibility, maturity. As far as maturity is concerned, I don't think that I want to limit into what specific age. No, I don't want to limit. Sometimes at the age of 12 or 10 years old, a daughter here can become a responsible person. How to take care of the house. When maybe just a simple thing, when the water is boiling, put off the flame, right? When cooking nasi manually, when the water has subsided, finished, then you the flame here make it less, and then cover it, right? So for me, sometimes you use your common sense. It does not define the common sense here depending on the age. Specific number. Sometimes you are actually baligh dah. Maybe 18 ke 20. But you don't have this common sense or responsibility. Okay. Next point that I would like to, that pertaining to your answer, your question, child marriage. Okay. In Malaysia, it is associated with a male here is older than the bride. The groom is older than the bride. In which the perception of the people or the public saying that is negative, not good, not a good scenario, not a good phenomena. But personally, the age difference, the age gap here does not determine the successful of a marriage. It can be that your wife is older than you, and then you are younger, mean that the male is younger, or vice versa. So if you want to wait for the perception of the people, what kind of marriage that you are contracting, then you will never be happy. But at the same time, in terms of law, in terms of law to regulate our life, our Muslim community, it's good actually to have a minimum age for male as well as for female. You need to regulate. Okay? And then in this regulation provided by the authority, you need to follow. The people, the Muslims must follow. At the same time, I would like to relate to that when you make it minimum age here. At the same time, I want to relate to the maturity. Sometimes maturity here is depending on your knowledge and your education. Sometimes, okay, knowledge, education, and experience. So, could be that a child who is at a very young age, maybe this child here, I'm talking about female, a daughter, baligh at the age of 12 or 15. Kan? But then, to be matured, I don't think that she has reached at that level. She has reached to become a matured person at the age of 12. It does maturity. You must differentiate between maturity and baligh. Okay, when you are matured, normally you are baligh. But then when you are baligh, does not mean that you are a matured person. So, if a child, the daughter here is matured, I think that she is ready to get married. So, and as far as law is concerned, it is the authority or the power of the government to create such law, minimum and minimum age. I think that the purpose is that the government also emphasizes on the importance of education.